Hi, welcome to my channel, Wake Up Denmark. My name is Tommy Hedelund. I live in Denmark. This channel is normally only on Danish, but by an accident, let's start with a prehistory. Actually, I start telling about all the shit that's going on in the world, about Great Reset, about the COVID-19 scam. I talked about the hoax in Ukraine. I've been talking about energy crisis, about all kind of things, about digital money, about the Fed coins and all kind of things. I've been talking about the crisis with food, with everything. So, but actually normally it's been on Danish because my goal was to wake up the Danish people. It's not easy. I'm getting more and more followers, but still it's not easy. But now I'm trying in English. Why am I doing that? I'm doing that to tell you abroad about a phenomenon here in Denmark. In Denmark, our government is actually hunting the kids. Yes, you heard right. They are hunting parents' kids, and it's really cruel. It's really cruel. What is happening is they find all kind of crisis, you know, like when a young mother she's going to hospital for getting her baby, they start making stories about him. Suddenly the government is beside her on her bed and tell her that she needs help and everything because she's a young mother and it's first time, and they keep pressuring this pregnant woman and keep doing it. And some of them break down, you know, and say, okay, give me some help. The help is only the start of kidnapping their babies. Yes, that is happening in Denmark. Then they start to have to go through all kind of shit, and they keep stressing them. They keep stressing them. Some young mothers, they have experienced their kids has been taken right after birth. Some of them has not even been able to give them breastfeed, and it's really a big problem. And some will say, oh no, why should the government do that? Well, I've been talking in Denmark a lot about what is happening. What is happening is in the Western world to get this great reset again, they have to destroy all the old structures. That is family, kids, love, and marriage. And you see today, marriage, everybody get divorced, and it's becoming more and more difficult for people to keep together. What is it the state wants? Well, I think in the long run, they actually want to raise our kids. Yes, that's what I think they're doing. This in Denmark has started. It's not so much focus on, even though it's so many kids who has been taken from their parents. But it's been starting in the areas of Denmark far away, you know, not that Denmark is far away from anything, but we have like areas with not so much attention. There's not the best job. Sometimes they don't have job and things like that. It's like the lower class, and it's also a lot in the community of foreign people, you know, from Muslims and from parents from South America and other places. So they have started one place, but I'm pretty sure it will come to all of Denmark. The same thing is happening in Norway and Sweden. Denmark, Norway and Sweden are far the worst countries for this. But I think it will spread to all of Europe. This phenomena, it will spread to all of the Western world. And what are they doing, these social workers? Yeah, well, they are hunting parents and they are hunting the kids. When they have been taking them away, they keep stressing the kids. They're giving them all kind of diagnostics and psychological names like borderline and all kind of things. They are not even psychologists. In Denmark, a social worker, they take an education taking 3 years. In this education, there is 6 specialties. All of them takes like normal 6 years. So they put in 18 years of knowledge into one small education. In this small education, there's also a guideline how to stress parents, how to stress kids. And you know what, we have also a money lake in this. As long as the kid is with the parents, the government, the commune has to pay all expenses. Also, if somebody things happens and that, all kind of things, it doesn't matter. It is, for instance, a parent is a single mother. For instance, the husband hasn't been that good and she's raising the kid as a single, and the man is probably, the husband is not interested in it, and maybe her economy is not so good. But in Denmark, we used to have good social healthcare and social benefits, so everybody could get help. It even is written into our law. It says the commune has to do everything to help the parents, everything. But they are skipping it, because if they can take these kids, give them to foster homes, to foster parents, they don't have any more economy in this, so they can save a lot of money. And on the other side, these foster parents, they can take a small course. Everybody can be a foster person. They're not requiring a lot. It can even be gender persons. They can be gay people. Yeah, they can be maybe people who doesn't want the kids best. And we have a lot of examples of that. And this is happening in Denmark. I tell you, it's a big business to get people's children, because then you can get from the Danish government. That is different from the commune. Now they are taking over. And if you take, for instance, a kid with some abilities or maybe some diagnosis they don't even have, they get even more money. It's a big business. There's a lot of people who is just living all on that. We have people so rich having private people having foster homes where they get a lot of money for all their kids. This is an industry. We have a lot of places where these kids get used. We have incest. We have all kinds of things. We have children disappearing. All this is happening in Denmark. In small Denmark, that used to be one of the best places in the world. One of the most safe countries in the world. Today, believe me, Denmark is something else. Denmark has lost its innocence. We are not innocent anymore. It's really bad. And again, I also been talked a lot about this transgender, this woke culture. So what's happening in Denmark now, everything is on speed. We have grooming of kids. We have, they're coming into our school program that they have to have it in their classes, in kindergartens. Our people working there, they're taking fire trucks away from the kids and give them dolls in their hands and pink helmet on their biking and things like that. It's already happening all over. But if you also look at another things, all these transgender people, we have a lot of them, most of them are men and young boys that don't know how to be in their body, and they have also been very programmed. But what when all these strange people get kids? Because they can't make them themselves. There are only two genders. There's male and female. There's nothing else. And only the female can make children. That's the way it is. But now these people who have problem being in their own body, have problem mentally and all that kind of things, now they can also be parent, because they can just take a little course and they can supply, they can sit, there is small apps where you can sit and look at boys or girls, kids. You can put them on your wish list. This is what's happening in Denmark. This world is becoming more and more crazy. So this is, for me, is a weight that I hopefully can get out of Denmark also, that I can get this message out, that we can make other countries look at what is happening in Denmark, in Sweden, in Norway, because I'm pretty sure it will come in all countries of our Western culture. But it's like something is happening more in one country, other things in another. It's like they are making tryout. How far can we go? How much would the people allow? In Denmark, we have a prime minister who said on her New Year's speech in 2020, we have to take the gloves off. We cannot anymore be distant from this. We have to take more kids away from their parents. And believe me, I am visiting these kids. I'm making interviews of parents. I'm visiting the parents all over. I'm helping them all that I can in this. And more people is waking up to it, because it is really, really a big problem. And they are destroying families. They are destroying kids. We have a lot of statistics that says in around 87% of all cases, it's better for a child to be with their parents. And in Denmark, we have the economy so we could be able to help them if there was some small problem. Most of the people who has been taken away, this has been happening many years, but now it's on speed. That's why I'm in on it. Most of them get into be institutional. They are getting in and out of institution. They are destroying these kids, and they are destroying the parents. So we have to get focus on this, because as I told you, I'm pretty sure this will be worldwide, at least in the Western world, because they want to take away our kids. And as I told you, this prime minister, she's been breaking the law, our most important law. She's been breaking twice. She destroyed a business of mink for a lie. And there was nobody who have even, looked into the law. She did it without the law, and she has freed herself. And what else did she do? She made a lockdown in Denmark twice, and there was no administration anywhere who said this was necessary. Again, she did it without the law. She twice been breaking our law in Denmark. We don't have a law. We are lawless society now. We are a lawless country. Because these politicians, they can do whatever they want. And now we have a coalition of corrupt politicians from 3 parties. 2 of them liberal, and 1 of them is social. That is the biggest one. Now they have all the power in Denmark. We don't even have an opposition. We are fucked in Denmark. So we have to rise up. But if I can get people in other countries to see this, then spread the message, because it will come everywhere. Again, my channel is Wake Up Denmark. You can find me on YouTube. And most of it is Danish, but I will start do a little bit more on English, because I will see if I can get my message further out. And otherwise, have a nice day.